Hello again. Clare and Cork meet on Sunday in the first round of the Munster Football Championship, and we have a preview of that game for you shortly in Gaelic World. First though, we switch codes to soccer, and last Saturday was a big day for the Schoolboys as they contested the Coca-Cola All-Ireland Cup finals. Highlights now of the under-12s, 13s and 14s in action. Your commentator is George Hamilton.
One of the most distinguished names in the long register of Dublin junior soccer clubs. Cherry Orchard, already a goal to the good against St. Joseph's Boys. That's Sutton with the clearance. And determination from Robert Henderman. Oh, what a good ball. Anthony Stewart's away. It's Stewart against Kelleher, the goalkeeper. And that's 2-0 to Cherry Orchard. Anthony Stewart hitting the target superbly. What a good ball it was by Robert Henderman. And Stewart's power and pace took him away from the defenders. The cover spread eagled. And now it's Stewart against John Kelleher, who really had no chance against this striker. And it's Cherry Orchard 2, St. Joseph's Boys 0. This is Beardshaw. What a good challenge by Alan Marr. And he's got men in the middle. One of them, Daniel Loughran, against Sutton. Good stop. Oh, intelligent play then by Masterson, and that's there. Robert McGuinness gets the goal to reduce the deficit to 1. Some lovely play here. First Loughran bringing a fine save from Sutton, but the intelligence of Mark Masterson with the little lob brilliantly finished by Robert McGuinness. The whole of the second half lying before St. Joseph's Boys as they aim to make up that leeway. Just a single goal in it. Mark Beardshaw. And now Anthony Stewart. Left by Fitzpatrick. It's Robert Gaynor. Oh, running the fullback Hutchison. Gaynor. And that's number 3. Brilliantly finished by Robert Gaynor. Goalkeeper no chance. Rounding the fullback Hutchinson and firing for the top corner and beating Kelleher all ends up. Drizzle dripping from the afternoon sky. This Norton Cup surely on its way to Cherry Orchard. But you be sure St. Joseph's Boys will battle right to the end. This is Loughran. Good little ball in for Forsyth. Lovely turn, and Forsyth makes it 3-2. Splendid goal. It may prove only to be a late consolation, but what a finish. Paul Forsyth brilliantly turning Peter Kinsella and firing it high over Sutton. Well into stoppage time now. Cherry Orchard get their hands on the Norton Cup. A magnificent victory. Some splendid goals, but a deserved victory in the end. The yellow and blue of Talatown has never before appeared in an All-Ireland Schoolboys final, yet here they are against some of the most famous colours right across the age groups, those of Home Farm. Offside flag is up. Free kick to the boys from Tala. Referee Paddy Delaney from Ballybrack. Butler the goalkeeper with the free kick. You can always expect a Home Farm team to be well organised, and that these most certainly are. In goes Keane. With the possession back with Home Farm, and it's Stephen McPhail. McPhail's cross. Oh, and it's come to Gagan. And there's the first goal. Just 10 minutes on the clock. And the King's House schoolboy, who scored over 20 goals this season, on the end of a perfect cross from McPhail, deceiving the defence. And his finish was outstanding. Talatown really struggling to get a grip on this game. Dumped forward by Dempsey. Now it's Steve Smith. Nice turn. Dispossessed though by Barry Ferguson. Not too much control about proceedings in the midfield, but Home Farm will attempt to bring some order to it. Paul Lally. Nicely on by Ferguson. Cut out though by Keane. Return by Ferguson, and this is McPhail who set up the first goal. Oh, and the chance there for Stuart Holt. And McPhail too. And he just couldn't direct it onto the goal. Super ball by Barry Ferguson. McPhail being given far too much room on this left flank. In the middle this time for him was Stuart Holt. He just couldn't dig it out. It rebounded again for McPhail. And when it seemed simpler to hit the target, he knocked it wide. Barry Ferguson becoming more and more influential for Home Farm, and here he is again, playing a 1-2 with Lally. But that's Carroll, and Brian Carroll puts it out. Throw to Home Farm. Always a threat when they get in front of that Tala goal there. So proficient, the youngsters from Whitehall. And they've lots of men forward here. This is Gagan. Nicely played. Oh, intelligent ball. Holt! And a super save by Butler. Tala really have Walter Butler to thank for the fact that they're still in this at just 1-0 down. Spread wide by Roger Fitzhenry. Kenneth Lancaster now for Talatown. Nick Smith. No real power in the shot to trouble Gavin Duffy, the Home Farm goalkeeper. Smith goes up again. But now it's Holt for Home Farm. Barry Ferguson. That was Brian Carroll. And then Mick Smith again. Now Barry Ferguson. McPhail after this, he's deceived the full-back Keane. Still McPhail, here's Gagan, and there's number 2. Hugh Gagan gets his second, and once again, it's supplied by Stephen McPhail. Side-footed, the defence all over the place, and in off the post for 2-0. Here's Carroll for Tala. Now Noel Dempsey. But the pass just slightly overhit, and Shane Smith unable to get there before Gavin Duffy. McPhail against Keane. Then Holt. Ferguson. Back for McPhail again. All round Fitzpatrick. Here's McPhail, he's got Gagan in the middle again, and it's all too easy for Farm. That's the hat-trick for Hugh Gagan. 18 minutes into the second half. Once more it's McPhail. What a raider he is up the left. And Gagan always in the right place. And again, just side-footed home for 3-0. Into the final minute, and still Home Farm come forward. Hugh Gagan, the hat-trick hero. Oh, that could have been a foul by Colin McGinn, but no, said referee Paddy Delaney. And hoofed away then by McGinn once more. Roger Fitzhenry. Shane Smith. Oh, that's fallen nicely for Mick Smith. And the skipper has got one back. Consolation goal for Talatown. Flicking off the head of Gary Kinsella from Shane Smith's precise through ball. And Mick Smith did the rest. 3-1 the score, and there can't be too much left on Paddy Delaney's watch, and indeed there is not, and that is the Troy Cup for Home Farm. Two heavyweights in direct confrontation in this final of the Goodson Cup, the under-14 age group. Sherry Orchard, left to right, against Home Farm. Shane Goodall with a goal kick. Cleared away by Hennessy. Gary Smith. And that's a throw to Home Farm. Taken by Rickard. Covering is Hennessy. And they get it away eventually. Patrick Cullen. And now Gareth Peters. But one back for Farm by Rickard. Nicely on by Sean Finn. Gavin Moore here. And what an important interception that was by Gareth Dardis. But they haven't really cleared their lines at all. Paul Irwin with the cross, but too close to Goodall, and he's in command of that situation. But what about this? Was this a penalty? Gareth Dardis on Gavin Moore. Now, in he goes, Dardis. Takes the ball right off his toe, and in fact, Moore didn't stumble until after the ball was well away. Good refereeing. Gary Smith. Now it's Armstrong. Not properly cleared. But now the home farm defence properly organised. Patrick Cullen. And here's Cullen once more. Challenge from Smith. Still it's Cullen. And now Armstrong. But no bother to Byrne. Two good sides cancelling each other out here. And still we await the first goal. Daniel Byrne for Cherry Orchard. Good looking ball. But his namesake Nicholas swiftly out. Now Brian Rickard, the left back. And Gary Smith, nice turn. Still Smith. And just caught there by Andrew Meyer. Right under the nose of the ref. Free kick farm. Mark Benson now. Seeking White. And he's found him. Here's Peter White. And the goalkeeper Goodall spread himself well. Good stop by Shane Goodall. Patrick Cullen in chase, but Alan Maybury away with the ball. The Mount Temple schoolboy clearing his lines well and finding a man in a hooped shirt. Smith, Sean Finn, and Finn with a little cross, knocked away by Paul Hennessy. Here's Gary Smith, turning Peters, and the cross just tipped over the bar by goalkeeper Goodall. Mark Keogh's header, and a throw into home farm. All very congested in this midfield area, but a good early ball to put pressure on the Cherry Orchard defence. Eric Saul here. Oh, poor back pass, and that's going to go in. That's the opener for home farm. Gavin Moore with a rebound into the net. Cherry Orchard caught out here. Saul's back pass was ill-judged. Goodall forced into the rash attempted clearance. It rebounded from Gavin Moore, and that's farm in front. Just 5 minutes to go. Farm will have some defending to do in these final 5 minutes. Here's Mark Keogh. And a free kick awarded. Now, organisation of the essence for home farm here. 5 is Eric Saul, 7 Gareth Peters. And goalkeeper Byrne is poised. It's Saul, and it's in! And a disaster for home farm. They really didn't defend that free kick well at all. The wall did not do its job, and into the top corner it went. 2 10-minute periods of extra time to try and separate these sides. Gary Smith losing out to Paul Armstrong. Now Patrick Cullen. And still it's Cullen. Well, he's gone past them as if they weren't there. Oh, chance! Denied by the bar. Patrick Cullen, superb run. The towering farm defenders unable to stay on their feet. Great effort by Patrick Cullen. Keogh. Now McNally. And Byrne down to prevent what he must have felt was a corner. But he really had no say in this. Patrick Cullen, superb. And the shot just fractionally high. Just a couple of minutes remaining in the second period of extra time. Still it's 1-1. Any goal now would surely clinch it. This Goodson Cup the prize. Gary Smith. Still got pace in those legs. And the support here from Lanson, the substitute. Here he goes, Garrett Lanson. Oh, and Irwin surely pulled down by Ross McNally. Knows as the referee. This looked pretty clear cut. Stretching for the ball. Down went Irwin, but no penalty. And there is the final whistle. And they'll have to do it all again. Home Farm and Cherry Orchard tied at 1-1.
And that means a replay now faces the under 14-year-olds from Home Farm and Cherry Orchard. That's to be played on Sunday at 2:30 in the AUL Complex, Clonshock.